Welcome back to the channel. Monica Louv here at The Love Messages. So today we will be doing your reading for the month of June. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there's links in the description box for a private reading with me if you so choose. Gemini, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your challenge for the month of June is the Devil, and what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Magician upright, okay? So for you, Gemini, your biggest challenge is the Devil, okay? Don't be afraid, don't be alarmed, don't be afraid, it's okay, everything's gonna be fine. Your challenge here is the Devil. What does that mean? It means that in your life at this time, there's certain things in your life that Spirit is asking you to be more conscious of, okay? To be more aware of the things in your life that are toxic, that are unhealthy, that are simply just not, they're not contributing to your higher self, to your highest potential here, okay? This could be people, relationships, jobs, experiences, projects. There's something here that makes you feel more bonded to it in a negative way than in a growth type of way, okay? And this is gonna have a lot to do with your challenge. We're gonna talk more about it. For some of you, this is simply just a toxic relationship, okay? It's for some of you, it's that simple. But for others of you, this goes a lot deeper, and we're gonna talk about it and get more information on that for you in a moment. Now, in the recent past, you have the Strength, you have the Three of Wands, and you have the Two of Wands. So in the recent past, I do see here that there was a situation in your life that was very difficult for you to tame. There was a lot of this trying to tame a situation. Maybe there was something that you wanted it to be a certain way and it wasn't, and you were trying to control it here in the past. I do feel this has a lot to do with your goals, the direction of your life, the things that you were planning for the future. And if this was about a relationship, for many of you, a relationship ended up disconnecting. There was a separation, a disconnect within your relationship. Why? Because for many of you in the recent past, something wasn't in alignment with your goals and your future, desires here in general. And we're going to talk more about that when we clarify. In the present moment, you have the Justice, the Lovers, and the Five of Pentacles. So in the present moment, there is this energy in the present moment of abandoning or leaving a relationship or disconnecting from somebody here that you have an extremely strong connection with. You have a very strong connection with this person, but some of you may be saying, well, for my health, I need to walk away, or for my peace of mind, I need to walk away, or for maybe my finances, I need to walk away. There's something here in the present moment that is happening that is out of your control, and it's happening because this is the way it needs to be. Some of you are saying, I don't know why they left me. I don't know why they abandoned me. I don't know why they took advantage of me. Why did this happen to me, Monica? Why did this take place? And for many of you, it needed to happen, and we're going to talk about it and why it happened in a moment, okay? Now, in the near future, you have the Queen of Swords, the Judgment, and the Page of Swords. You are expressing here in the near future what you need and what you want. It's so obvious. You're saying, this is what I need to strive. This is what I need to be successful. This is what I need to feel support and love here in the near future. And somebody finally wakes up to that. Now, you are dealing with a page here in the near future, somebody who's younger, a little less mature than you. They come to a realization about what you need. And I don't know if it's too late, but they come to some sort of realization. And I do see an apology here. However, I don't know if you're going to be open to this apology, Gemini. I really don't know, but I see it here. We're going to find out more in a moment. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Magician, and the Magician is telling us that a lot of you are regaining your power after an ending. So, some of you went through a really painful ending. I'm getting 10 months ago, 10 weeks ago, 10 days ago, 10 years ago for some of you. And what you don't see coming in the future is you're regaining all of that power back. The Magician is a powerful entity. It's a powerful energy. that is connected to manifesting and creating the things that we want in our lives. So for many of you, this is the energy that you're going to be embodying in the future, which is great. Congratulations. And this is all happening after a major, almost a brutal ending that happened to you in the past. Okay. So let's talk about it. Let's get into your reading. Let's do some clarification and let's see what's going on for you. Okay, so the devil is clarified by the Empress, you have the Nine of Swords, and you have the Three of Wands. So your biggest challenge, Gemini, has a lot to do with a relationship, a partnership, a situationship, an environment that you're involved in that's causing you a lot of stress. Bottom line, you're dealing with somebody here who's really not adding to you, they're causing you stress. I'm also getting that you have a feeling that this person that you're involved with is holding you back from your goals, your dreams, your wishes. I'm seeing 1010 on the clock. Check out what 1010 means in angel numbers because there could be an important message there that you need to hear. So for many of you with the Empress energy here, you want to be the Empress. You want to be that nurturing, loving, and supporting person. But it's difficult for you to be in that energy when you're dealing with somebody here who's toxic, unhealthy, not supporting you, causing you stress, holding you back from your goals, your wishes, your dreams, and all of that. Okay, so this has a lot to do with something in your life that's unhealthy for you. And the more you ignore the situation, the more it affects your health, the more it affects your well-being here. Jupiter is leaving your sign at the end of June. Okay, this is a June read. So Jupiter is ending its cycle in Gemini at the end of June. And this means that the luck, the luck and abundance that has been shining on you for the last 1.5 years, 2 years, is going to shift, right? It's going to shift into your, if you're a rising Gemini, this is shifting in your second house. So any baggage, anything that is not supporting your growth, anything that is hindering you from being able to feel alive and full within yourself, you may need to make a very hard decision, okay? And this is affecting all of us right now. A lot of us are looking at our lives and saying, you know what? I really need to clean a house. I really need to clean out that closet, or I really need to clean out that storage unit, or I really need to clean out my fridge, or I really need to clean out my closet, my clothing, right? So this baggage, the devil is a baggage energy. Bottom line, it's baggage. It is something that controls you and keeps you feeling stuck. So the message here, which is a big part of your challenge, is to ask yourself, what is holding you back? What is causing you anxiety, stress, and fear? And what is not allowing you to step into that nurturing, loving energy? Because you want to be that Empress, right? You want to be that nurturing, loving mother, that nurturing, loving friend, that nurturing, loving family member. But if you are involved in situations that are holding you back and creating toxic energy in your life, they're holding you back from your goals. They're holding you back from, realizing your full potential. That may be something that you need to address moving forward in the month of June. And because your birthday is coming up, a lot of you don't want to carry that baggage around with you. Okay, you really don't. You don't want to have, a bag on your back that says, "Hi, my name is Gemini and I like to carry baggage. Here I go." A lot of you don't want to do that. I'm pretty sure you don't want to do that. So that is going to be a big part of your challenge. Okay, I needed to make it a little bit funny so that, I can get you out of your depression or your sadness or your anxiety because I'm picking up on that for you. Okay, so hopefully I made you laugh. Okay, let's talk about the recent past. Let's clarify the recent past. Okay. Okay, so in the recent past, Gemini, you have the Strength, That is clarified by the Five of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. So it became very clear that when you started to express your expectations, your values, your desires here in the past, it led to a disappointment. Some of you found out that somebody was cheating on you here in the past, or maybe you were cheating in the past, and it started to come to light. And when this situation started to come to light, you may have felt in the past that you didn't have control over this situation. You started to feel like you were losing control on a very deep level. And you may have said to yourself, I feel like I'm losing control of this situation. And the fact, not only you finding out the truth about this cheating, this deception, this lie, I think what really affected you on a deep level was the fact that you looked like you were losing control in your life, that your life was falling apart here. And I think, Gemini, one of the things that you don't like is when something starts to look like you're losing control. You don't want to look like that. That's something that really bothered you here in the past. Now you also have the Three of Wands, and the Three of Wands is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. There was a lot of options here in your work. Maybe you had a lot of offers or options here in your work, and this had a lot to do with maybe going overseas or doing something overseas here. So if you had offers, let's say you had offers in the past to, travel to another country or do something in another country, and you didn't take that opportunity, I feel that you missed a lot of opportunities if you didn't do that. So that may be something that you need to hear connected to your past, that if this opportunity or these opportunities show up again in the near future, you're ready to pounce on them. Some of you were so distracted by somebody here in the past that really just didn't live up to your standards, that opportunities in work were lost. Maybe there was confusion about your future, about your goals, and this could have affected your finances here as well in the past. You also have the Two of Wands, so there's definitely a separation or a crossroads in your life where you really needed to reevaluate things in your life in general. Okay. I'm also getting with the Two of Wands, there was this huge energy here of separation, disconnecting, and again, you were at a crossroads in your life. You had to really tame certain elements within a marriage or a commitment. Some of you were very generous with somebody here in the past, a person you were in a relationship with, and you may have needed to pull your energy back, especially if you were overgiving financially, physically, mentally, emotionally. You were giving a lot, and you may have said to yourself, you know what, I need to tone it down. I need to stop going out of my way for this person. I need to stop going out of my way for this situation, because there's something about this situation in the past that started to appear unhealthy for you. Okay. And this is what I feel happened for you in the past. Many of you were dealing with somebody who was younger or more immature than you in the past, is what I'm getting. Now let's clarify the present moment. We're going to clarify all the cards. Okay, so I forgot one more card. One more card. Okay, there you go. Okay, let's talk about the top of the reading. What's the energy for the top of the reading? You have the Justice, and the Justice is clarified by the Lovers. You have the Six of Cups, and you have the Hangman. So in the present moment, I do get a sense here with the Justice that there's a situation you're trying to look at from multiple different perspectives. It is connected to your past. And for some of you, I get a feeling here that you're still in love with someone, with the Lovers here. You're still in love with this person from the past. You want to set things right with this person, but you haven't taken action towards them, okay? Or this person hasn't taken action towards you. And again, reading is not going to resonate with all of you, but there's some sort of unresolved issues with someone from your past that's showing up in the present moment. The Lovers is here again in the present moment. So again, there's a strong energy here of you being in love with someone. Like you really, really love this person. It's very hard for you to just get over this person. That is clarified by the Eight of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Star. One of the things that's going to be really important for you in the present moment, which by the way, has a lot to do with your challenge. This has a lot to do with the Lovers. It has a lot to do with the fact that you're still in love with someone. It's been very difficult for you to get over this person. And some of you find yourself in isolation, or you find yourself just really, I feel like this is happening on an internal level. It's not something that's happening externally. It's something that you're feeling inside. Maybe you're feeling lonely, or you're feeling that your life is drying up. And let's say you're single now, or you're alone. A lot of you may be saying to yourself, I should be married by now. I should have found the love of my life. I should have this. No. No, hun. You are going to find the person that's meant for you when the timing is right. Don't be hard on yourself. Would you rather be in a relationship with someone who's unhealthy and toxic for you, or would you rather be alone and work on yourself and do the healing and the inner work that you need to do? This is what you need to be doing right now. I'm going to keep it real with you. You all know I'm going to strip that sugar off your cake, and it's going to be bland because that's how you need to have it. Okay? It's a lot more healthier too. So in the present moment, the message here is to recognize the things in your life that have been extremely difficult and understand and realize how important your health and well-being is. If you are not in a place of confidence, health, well-being, you're certainly not going to attract a healthy person to you. And this may be what is going on in the present moment. A lot of you have attracted somebody who's on a lower caliber, lower frequency than you because you're afraid of being alone. And there's nothing more that reeks than desperation, okay? When you're desperate, it shows. Everybody can see that you're desperate. And it's not sexy, it's not cute, and I really feel a lot of you have inner work to do. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Some of you are not gonna like the message, but you only come here because you want the truth. I'm gonna keep it real with you because I wanna see you grow. I wanna see you elevate. I wanna see you get to that next level. That's my job, right? So you want love, and some of you are willing to settle with someone from the past. If you were given an opportunity to settle with someone from the past, you would jump on it. But your challenge has a lot to do with determining if a situation that you've walked away from or a situation that didn't work for you is really for you, okay? Because a lot of you see the red flags, and I told this to Aquarius, a lot of you see the red flags and you go into it, right? So you see a burning building and you're like, ooh, the colors are so nice and vibrant. I'm gonna go in there. And then you go in there and you get burnt alive. Okay, so what you're learning now is not everything that looks good is gold. Okay, I'm gonna say it again. Not everything that looks good is gold. Some things are just simply not for you, bottom line. And it's a matter of you recognizing when something is for you and when it's not, and being confident within yourself to say, nope, I deserve better than this, because you're signaling to the universe that you deserve more. You're signaling to the creator that you deserve more. And the creator, the universe, has to mend to what you want because you have free will and you have that power to create what you want. This is what you don't see coming, the magician. And we've been talking about this, hun. We've been talking about this for a year now, how you have the power to create what you want. And some of you are doing that and others of you are forgetting who you are. So in the present moment, you have the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is here is because something isn't on your level. It's not to your standard, right? And it is a person, a particular person, a Page of Cups. Some of you are dealing with a Pisces, a Taurus, an Aries, or a Virgo, okay? Or Cancer here. Pisces is strong. Libra is strong here as well too. Aquarius, Sagittarius, okay? I have a bunch of signs here. It doesn't matter. Somebody here wants to have a new beginning with you. It's somebody that you left or they left you. They've really been reevaluating things. They really have been saying, you know what? I shouldn't have messed things up with Gemini. I should have really tried to work things out with them. You know, they're probably my best meal ticket. That's what I'm getting here. So somebody sees you as a person that they can ride. They can get as much as they can from you. There's no value here. Okay, I'm going to keep it real with you. I'm going to keep it real. Somebody here in your life wants to come back around after they left. They've been thinking about it. Maybe they haven't come back around yet, but they're thinking about it. And just remember, even though this is a June read, there is going to be a Mercury retrograde in July, mid-July, which means by the end of June, we're already entering into the shadow period of Mercury. So somebody here is contemplating ways to come back into your life because they know that there's issues that have been unresolved for quite some time with you. And they know that in order for them to move on and to reap the success in their life, they need to have clear karma. This is what the Justice is. The Justice is all about karma. And like I said this to the earth signs, and I'm going to reiterate it to you. Once Saturn moves out of Pisces into Aries, it's going to start spewing karma. So anybody who's been doing wrong things, anybody who's been lying, cheating, deceptive, just not doing the right things, they're going to pay the price. And if this person has been doing things to you that are really unhealthy, which clearly they have been, and it's been difficult for you to maybe identify these things, but that person is going to get their karma, period. And they're avoiding their karma by leaving the situation, abandoning the situation, and then trying to come back and apologize to have a new beginning with you. And, you know, again, your anxiety is going to be the real reason in terms of what really needs to happen. Okay. It's the real reason of what actually really needs to happen. Okay. So this is what I feel is happening for you in the present moment. Now let's talk about the near future. Let's clarify. Okay, so your challenge here is the Queen of Swords or excuse me, not your challenge. What am I talking about? Sorry. Whoops. In the near future, what's happening, I'm like way off kilter here. Maybe some of you are like going through the motions with something here in the near future. That could also be the case too. Queen of Swords, I feel this is an important message for you. That is clarified by the Knight of Swords, the Three of Cups, and the Devil. Yeah, there's your challenge and it's showing up in the near future. You are addressing to somebody here what you don't like. You're saying, look, I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't like this. This is not going to happen like this. I want it like this. So you're creating an expectation here in the near future, and you are really quick. Very important message for you, Gemini. You are very quick to cut somebody off, and you're quick to cut somebody off. Why? Because for many of you, what I see here for many of you, there's definitely something here about a reconciliation, coming back together, being in this space of wanting to get back with you. Somebody here wants to get back with you, and this person who wants to get back with you is unhealthy. They're the person who causes you stress. They're the person that delays your success. They delay your goals. They delay your dreams, and they're going to try to come back, and you're going to try to explain to this person what you want. But I'm going to tell you this right now. If you expressed what you wanted in the past and this person couldn't live up to the things that you wanted and expected from them in the past, they're probably not going to do it in the future. And one of the things that I have been mentioning recently is people don't change. Bottom line, people don't change. They don't. No. If they are the way they are, they're probably going to be the way they are in the future. If somebody's lazy, they're probably going to be lazy in the future. If they're ambitious now, they're going to be ambitious later. If they were treating you bad in the past, they're probably going to treat you bad in the future. People rarely change. Because why? Because people want to come online. They want to find a tarot reader that's going to stroke their ego, that's going to make them feel good, and then they're going to go back to doing the same thing that they were doing in the past, instead of working and evolving to move to the next level. So many of you are dealing with somebody here who just wants to trap you in the near future. They want to try to get back into your energy again. And when you open the door and you allow them to do that, again, it's the same lesson that you're going to learn, which is a part of your challenge. That's why your challenge is showing up for you in the future. And it's going to be totally up to you. Some of you didn't learn the lesson the first time. What can I say? If you didn't learn the lesson the first time, I cannot force you to drink the water. I can drive you to the river. I can say, here's some clean water, you can drink it. And some of you are going to look at your reflection and you're going to say, I'm not interested. I'm not interested in drinking water. I'm just going to continue doing what I've been doing. So somebody here in the near future for you, Gemini, they are going to try to apologize to you. It is somebody who's younger than you, somebody that you have history with. They're going to try to have a new beginning with you. You may think that this person lets you go. You may think, oh, they're done with me. They're moving on with their third party. Nope. No. Eventually, over time, they are going to show you in the future that they haven't let you go 100%. Now, there is a major realization in the future with the Judgment. You're realizing something, and what you're realizing is in the near future is that this conflict, there's going to be a conflict in the near future, which is going to reveal certain hidden secrets about this person. And when this person spews from the mouth and they start saying things that have been hidden, there's been secrets, there's been just some level of, there's been something here that's been hidden from you, and a conflict reveals that. You may decide to completely disconnect from this person. Okay. And I feel that's what's going to happen, because a lot of you are going to realize that this person's never going to change. I know you want them to. I know you want them to come in as that knight or that king or queen, but they're a page, and they will always be a page, even though they want to be something more. Okay. I know you want to hear a different thing, but I'm keeping it real with you. And it's up to you. If you want to waste your time, by all means, you can. But this reading is a warning to prepare you for what is coming. Okay. So let's get some advice for you. Harsh reading, but very much needed. Okay, so you have the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. So your biggest piece of advice here is to ask yourself what situation or what action are you doing that's keeping you stuck? There's something in your life that you keep doing. You keep being generous. You keep being giving to the wrong people, to the wrong situations. You keep rushing into something here, looking desperate. I know a lot of you are not going to like that, but there's an energy here of you rushing in and looking desperate. Okay, you need to tone it down a little bit, because if you enter into situations where you look like you're needy or you're desperate, you're going to end up being alone. Because somebody is going to smell that. They're going to smell the desperation on you, and they're going to say, I can take advantage of this one. Listen, people today are not nice. I've seen it outside. I know what outside looks like. Okay. Somebody here wants your generosity. They want your energy. They want that money that you have. They want all of that from you. But you have to ask yourself, is this person truly being genuine with you? Or are they just doing certain things to get back into your good books to get the benefits that you offer? Okay. So your biggest piece of advice here is not to rush into something out of desperation, but rather learn to be happy and comfortable on your own. And don't feel that you always need to have validation from people, because getting validation from the wrong people can leave you in a place of feeling alone. And I truly, Gemini, don't want to see that for you. I want to see you elevate into the right relationship, the right friends, the right people to be around. And that's going to happen when you're discerning about who you're giving to, who you are expressing your energy to, who you are giving your time, your money, and your efforts to. Don't be quick to rush into anything, because it's simply just not worth it. Okay. Work on yourself, elevate yourself. And when you do that, when you elevate your frequency, I promise you the right person will come into your life. Okay. So Gemini, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.